Good morning, my dear students. It's a pleasure to see you all. Uh, I'm Dr. Hemant Vanzare. Uh, I am a professor at prestigious Sandeep Institute of Technology and Research Center, Nasik. And I'm going to teach you basics of marketing. Now, before we go to the subject, I'd just like to give you a brief idea of what are you going to learn in this particular subject. As you all are very familiar with the term marketing, and there will be some misconceptions and misunderstandings about it. Once you're very clear about what we're going to learn from the particular subject, it makes the learning process more easier. So that's what I'd like to share with you. Now, this particular course, you're going to learn about the various concepts of marketing, the terms of marketing, the various orientation towards the marketplace. We will be able to classify the various components of a marketing environment, and we will be able to apply the segmentation, targeting, and positioning terminologies to the real world of marketing. We could further analyze behavior and basically would be able to use this knowledge in creating a marketing plan. So the ultimate objective of this particular course is you should be able to understand all the aspects of marketing from the customer point of view, from the company point of view, and then be able to come out with marketing solutions for the market. Now, what is marketing? Everyone, if I ask you, can you market? So most of you, the answer would be yes, we can market, and we are MBA students. So this is a misunderstanding which you would have. So let us understand what marketing is, because marketing is, you cannot confine the marketing to a particular terminology. Most of us have this misunderstanding that marketing and selling is one and the same, but selling is just the tip of the iceberg. I'll be covering this particular topic in detail as we go forward, but as is for now, from a layman's point of view, what marketing is, that is. So is marketing an art? So all of you would say, because selling is an art and convincing people is an art, you will say yes, yes, it is an art. Because public speaking is an art, and marketing is all about convincing people. Is marketing a science? So you'll see, yes, it is a science, because it's got theories, it's got principles which we need to follow, and there's a cause and effect relationship. So that's what we can use these principles and apply it to the real world knowledge, and that's what makes it a science. Is marketing a system? You say, yes, marketing is a system, because there is a process involved into it, and one thing comes out of the other. See, for example, you talk about consumer behavior. See, there are 5 phases into it, and it works as a system. So there's a complete ecosystem for which in marketing. So it's a different ecosystem altogether. Then we could talk about is marketing a business function? Yes, it is a business function. It is one of the major business functions wherein revenue is brought into the company. So it's a business function that earns, or if you talk about in a layman's term, it is the bread earner of the business. That's what marketing is. Is marketing as practice? Yes, we could say it's a practice, because you have to, it becomes your profession. So if you normally you say I'm a marketer, means you're a person who practices marketing. In this particular terminology, what you would talk to. Marketing is a philosophy. Yes, it is a philosophy, because the essence of what marketing is impacts the entire thought process in an organization. So marketing has influenced the entire way businesses have been run. So it's a philosophy, it's a thought process, it's an ideology that you talk about. And marketing is a process. So you find various processes in marketing and you will understand it. So you've got the distribution process, the process of taking the product, identifying new products into market. So yes, it is a process which is interrelated. And further, marketing is a relationship. So it's a marketing is basically a relationship between the distributors, relationship between the consumers, relationship between the stakeholders. So that's what marketing. So after this particular introduction, there would be certain confusion. I mean, you'd say, what is it? So let's understand what marketing is because marketing has evolved over the years. When we turn about the history of marketing, I'll be explaining this particular concept to you in more detail. So let's go and understand first what is business. So most of you would say that business is wherein a person goes into starts off with certain things, certain enterprise, and his ultimate objective is basically to earn profit. This is the common notion about what business is. So the basic purpose of business, what you would say, is earning profit. But if you look at this particular definition, that has transformed the way marketing is done and business is done. This would be an eye-opener. And this was given by the great Peter Drucker, the management guru, who actually revolutionized or who brought in this management revolution into this world. So he says, if you want to know what business is, we have to start with its purpose. And the purpose of the business must lie outside the business itself. So normally most of you see the purpose of business is getting profit. No, my dear friends, the purpose of business is outside itself. So where is it? It is in the society. So the purpose of business is in the society, and the business enterprise is an organ of the society. And why this business is there is basically it is there to create a customer. So basically, when we say you are an organ, let us take our examples as such. If we say that we are a member of this society and we have to do something for the society, this is what is intended here. And this is the basic definition this is the basic philosophy which has transformed the entire business and the way business has been done in the 19th century. Marketing is all about meeting human needs. So if the purpose of the business is outside the business, so whose needs is going to meet? It's going to meet the needs of the society. So marketing is basically, if you talk about from philosophical time or how to think about marketing, is basically how better can you meet human needs. So to accomplish this, you should know who the customers are, what are their needs, what must we do to meet their needs. So this is what basically we're talking about. If you really want to be a good marketer, you should first know who your customers are, what are their needs, and how are you. So basically, if you're coming up with a new product, you should be able to give them at a better cost. You should be able to give them a better design. You should be able to something which would satisfy the human need. That is what you need to identify. So is marketing now? For better understanding this marketing concept, it's very important that whatever the wrong notions you've got about marketing, be clear that. And when I'm going to go from the common notions of marketing, and we're going to go to a better understanding of marketing. Okay, so marketing is basically an evolving subject. The marketing gurus of the world till date have borrowed the knowledge from various teams. So you've got psychology, you've got economics, and all these things, and from that marketing comes. So It being a social science, it borrows from all the fields, and marketers are very good learners. So wherever they find profit, they'll go and learn from it. So we'll go from what are the common notions about marketing, and then we'll try and understand marketing better. So is marketing and selling are synonymous? Yes, all of you say. When you say marketing, the first thing that comes to your mind is selling. And is marketing that? I'm not giving you an answer. You need to find it out. Okay? The job of marketing is to develop good advertisements. So whenever I talk about marketing, this is the first thing comes to your mind is selling a product. The second thing that comes to your mind is developing advertisements or a television advertisement. This is what marketing is. So is marketing that? The third is marketing is pushing the product. So you might have seen many people or salesmen who come to door, or you might be seeing them in the malls where they try to convince the customer to buy a particular product. So that's basically, is marketing pushing that product to the customer? Or is marketing a transaction-oriented relationship? Or is it a relationship altogether? So we find, okay, just making one deal, is that enough, or is it a relationship? That's what we need to understand. Marketing, is it a short-term business strategy or it's a long-term business strategy? So these are the common notions about marketing. And is marketing an independent business function, or is it independent from the business? Is marketing different and the business different? Again, a very tough question to answer. But I'm asking you these questions so you could think about it. These are common notions which come to your mind when we talk about marketing. Yes, it is an independent function, but what it is, we'll learn further. And marketing, is it a part of selling? Right? So these are the common notions which you've got about marketing. We'll look at it. So to understand marketing better, let us try and understand what a market is. So marketing is market is a place where buyers and sellers meet, right? Everyone agrees with it, and we find so many markets all around. So why do buyers come to the market? Why do buyers and sellers come to the market? Buyers and sellers come to the market to basically because there is a potential for sellers to sell their products or services, and buyers who need those products have the opportunity to buy the products and services to satisfy their needs and wants. Okay, we'll go at detail into these particular basic terminologies. But a market is a place where buyers come in and sellers come in. And they come because there is a potential of a transaction to take place. The buyers have something to offer in exchange of the product, and there's in this particular thing where buyers will bring in a product, and the buyers will bring in the cash, and the sellers will bring in the product, and then the transaction takes place. So is all about transactions. So this particular diagram would explain it better. So buyers bring in cash and credit, sellers bring in solutions to the needs and wants. And ultimately, when the buyer exchanges the cash, puts in cash into the market, and sellers bring in the solution to the needs and wants, transaction takes place. And all these transactions together forms the market of the product. We'll look at certain definitions of marketing by the American Marketing Association, which is the apex body for um, for marketing around the world. It's accepted that American Marketing Association is the best. Yes, these marketing companies, if you see, most of them are from the US, and they've got very good brands. So the definition, which was approved in July 2013, was marketing is an activity, set of institutions and processes of creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customer, clients, parties, and society at large. So it's talking about everything. It's talking about marketing is an activity. It is a set of institutions. So there could be an organization. It's a process of creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offering that have value for customers. So the value, until all these offerings do not have value for the customers, it's not going to work. For value for customers, clients, and partners, and society at large. In 2013, they met for an amendment, but they've still continued with the same definition. Might be in future they would like to amend this particular definition, but every 3 years it is revised. But in 2017, it still remains the same. We understood what marketing is. We understood the concept of. We've already understood the concept of market. Now, market wherein transactions take place. Market is a place where transactions take place. If the buyers and sellers come in to the market and there is no transaction, will that be a market? No, it would cease to be a market. So until and unless there is a transaction that takes place, the market won't exist. Okay. In today's age, we have a virtual environment for market. So internet itself has become a huge. These are the current various markets which you are familiar with. You've got the supermarket, you've got the street market, you've got the capital market. So capital market, you don't buy anything, you just go and punch into the computer and you say, yeah, I would buy so many shares. And it comes to your demat account. There's nothing physical in it, but it's a huge market and it's the biggest market. Street markets, you're very familiar. Supermarkets, you're very familiar. Now, I'll just give you an overview of what are the various functions of marketing. So, these functions might not be very familiar to you. We'll go to one of these. This can be broadly classified into 4 groups: the function of R&D, the function of exchange, the function of physical treatment, and miscellaneous functions. The function of R&D, basically marketing research is done to identify who the customers are, what are their needs, what is the change in their behavior. Product planning and development is one of the functions which is done on the R&D. Okay, the function of exchange, wherein buying and assembling and selling of the products is done under the function of exchange. So basically, that is one of the functions which marketing is. Happens under the marketing functions, although these are huge functions in itself. Please try and understand it. Then the functions of physical treatment, where standardization, grading, branding, packaging, storing, and transportation is done. So this is one particular function which comes under the physical treatment. And then there are miscellaneous functions, which actually are the core. Some of these functions, the core of the marketing functions, but for better understanding, it's been put. So you've got promotion or advertisement or publicity, then you've got the pricing function, then you've got the risk-taking function. All these functions are marketing functions, which are basically marketing is the risk taker of business. I hope I have made you thirsty enough. I did not give you a complete explanation of what marketing is, but I've just tried to disturb the basic notions of what marketing is, because everyone feels that he knows. Everyone, if I ask anyone, you would say, okay, I know marketing, and I'm a great marketer, I'm a great salesman. But after you go through this first lecture, you'd say there is, oh my God, there are so many things to learn about marketing. And that was the basic objective of my um, lecture today. So, making you thirsty and making you know more about this very interesting and subject which I am very passionate about. That's what's the objective of my lecture today. Meet you very soon in the next lecture. We'll try and understand this marketing. A person who's got many colors, or I would say, if I talk a man with many feathers. This is what, if I actually personify marketing, it would be a man with many feathers. This is what I'd like to explain what marketing is. We'll learn more about this marketing. Stay safe and enjoy your study.